Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video what I want to go over is, it's a video going on to the MCU and going over the future of the MCU. Now there will be a source, I'm not really too sure if I will link them down below, but either way there's going to be a source. And now from what I'm aware of, these people and like the people who've went over this and have, apparently leaked it, they went on and leaked stuff for Avengers Endgame which turned out to be true. So this is going to be a video where it's more likely going to be true, everything could be true, and also kind of like a spoiler warning. So with all of that being said, let's get into it. Now for the future of the MCU, we already know there's going to be movies, there's going to be Black Widow, Eternals, we know all about that. Now for this leak I'm going to be reading out in a second, it's going to tell us what movies are going to be coming up and what movies are going to be planned. Now for what movies are coming up, there's going to be Black Widow, The Eternals, Black Panther 2, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, Nova and the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 are all in active development, and then there is plans for Thor 4, Ant-Man 3, Captain Marvel 2, New Avengers, Young Avengers, and Dark Avengers. Now for like New Avengers, there's more likely going to be Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, there's going to be a load of people who are going to be showing up that we've already seen. For the Dark Avengers, there's going to be Iron Patriot, who's going to be by Norman Osborn. There's going to be Ares, Moonstone I'm pretty sure is one of them, Venom is going to be another. There's going to be a load of people I've never really heard of. Now, for them to be in like, movies and everything, I think that's going to be very good and all, but for Norman Osborn, Sony are going to have to renew their contracts for Spider-Man, all of their rights, so that's going to be very iffy if they're actually going to go and do it. Now, honestly, I do believe they will go and do it. I do strongly believe they will do it, more money for them. Now, for Homecoming, they made a load of money for that. For like Far From Home, I believe they're going to make a load of money from that as well. Now, for their third movie for Spider-Man, I believe they're going to make a load of money again, and after that, I do think Marvel will eventually kind of buy out the whole rights for them. For Young Avengers, there's going to be characters like Iron Lad, I don't know way too much about them either. I believe, that's going to be Nathaniel Richards. I don't know way too much about them. I know maybe Iron Lad, that's about it. Now, going into some other movies, Thor 4, I'm very excited to see what's going to be going on there. Chris Hemsworth went on and signed his contract again, so he's going to be in another few movies. Now, I believe it says somewhere else that Chris Hemsworth is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and he's also going to be in Thor 4. Now, I believe he went on and signed for 2 movies, which will be those 2 movies. Now, I could be completely wrong in saying that, but I'm pretty sure it is 2 movies. Chris Pratt has also went on and signed his contract for, another few movies. It's actually, I'm pretty sure, the same contract. He just still has to do a few more movies. So he's more likely going to show up in another Avengers movie, down the road. We don't really know when, it's going to be happening. Also, for Adam Warlock, there's something about that Zac Efron could be playing him. They're eyeing for him to play him. I don't know how to feel about that. I think it could work out really well. That's definitely going to bring in a load of money for Marvel, but I'm not really too sure how it's going to feel for everybody, watching the movie. Ant-Man 3 I'm going to be completely fine with again, I can't wait for that movie to actually come out. Captain Marvel 2 as well, I'm really iffy on that movie because the first one, it just wasn't really good. Now you could argue, it was a really good movie, one of the best. I didn't really see it like that. I think Captain Marvel is probably the best of the worst movies, which I'm not really too sure how many people kind of agree on that. Black Panther 2, I'm going to be very intrigued for it. I wasn't a massive fan of the first one. I didn't actually think it was that good as well, maybe around 15 on my ranked list, I guess. It's not really that good, not really too much above Captain Marvel. Now going back onto Shang-Chi, I don't know way too much about him, I'm very excited to see what's going to be going on there. Also, there's other news for him which I will go over soon enough in a video, so I don't know how accurate or when it's going to be coming up, I don't know any of that. Doctor Strange 2, I'm going to be very excited for as well. Nova, I don't know way too much about Nova other than he was in a Spider-Man animated show, so I'm going to be pretty excited for him there. Black Widow, I'm going to be pretty excited for as well. It's going to be like a prequel movie, so I'm going to be very excited for that. I believe there's mentions of Budapest, so we might actually see that going to happen in the movie. The Eternals is so iffy for me because I don't know way too much about them, so they're going to be just very iffy in my mind. I'm sure a lot of people don't actually know who they are, so that's going to be something as well. So, that has been pretty much everything I kind of wanted to go over in the video. So if you went on and enjoyed this video and you want to see new leaked videos, pretty much every day, you can subscribe, leave a like and comment down below if you enjoyed, and that would mean a great deal to me as well. And hope you have a great day as well, and goodbye.